very happy to introduce our latest series of videos. We filmed these in an IATF 16949 certified organisation, a Tier 1 supplier involved in the remanufacturing of used diesel particulate filters. With an ever-increasing focus on the environment and sustainability, remanufacturing in the automotive sector is continuing to increase. And for these remanufactured diesel particulate filters, it's essential that they are fully compliant with the stringent emissions legislation. The videos that you're going to see will show extracts of simulated IATF 16949 audits focused on the organisation's remanufacturing processes. So watch the videos and see if the auditor is undertaking the audits effectively. As always, we really welcome and value any feedback and comments, so please feel free to drop any comments under the videos.
Process. I now see the next step is about performance verification, which is identified in the control plan as a special characteristic.
Absolutely, yeah. So here at this place, we will, as you've seen before, we will link the units to a plate, which will enable us to track it each step of the inspection line.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the last machine is to test the catalytic efficiency. So if the unit is still capable to convert NOx, for example, into non-hazardous products.
And when it's got referred to the PD, what is that? What does that mean?
So, PD is what we call product description, but we can also say it's customer specification. And the customer is telling us which limit is okay, and below this limit, it would be a failed unit.
So in a minute then we'll go and have a look at the product definition.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
And what about the calibration or the verification of this line? Who's responsible for that?
The calibration process, that would be the quality department, but to do the calibration of this machine, it's maintenance that is doing it. And sometimes we have to calibrate some equipment externally as well.
Yeah. And when the product comes out of this inspection then, can we have a look?
Yeah, sure.
So at this stage then, when they come out of this performance verification, do we know if the filter is good or no good?
Not yet. So we need to see the result on the final inspection station, and there we will know if it's a good filter or a bad filter.
Okay. So I've got a few things I want to follow up on. I want to follow up on the calibration. I want to follow up on the relevant PD for this product.
Yeah, okay.
But I think now let's move to the inspection station.
Okay, let's go.
In this audit, the auditor is auditing the performance verification of the cleaned and dried diesel particulate filters. Being an enclosed process, there isn't actually much for the auditor to observe, apart from the loading of the filters into the machine and the unloading at the end of the process. The good thing is that the auditor used the control plan and has identified that the client has identified that this is a critical operation that verifies the catalytic efficiency of the filter, which is linked to legal requirements and is identified as a special characteristic on the control plan. Based on this, the auditor should follow audit trails to how this part of the process is controlled, how the equipment is maintained and calibrated or verified. Also, there is the opportunity to follow an audit trail to measurement system analysis, as the measurement system is defined on the control plan. The relevant IATF 16949 requirement is 7.1.5.1.1 measurement system analysis. It is important to note that this does not necessarily require a gauge R&R study, but for example could be periodic verification against known catalytic efficiency standards to identify any changes or drift in the measurement system. Compliance to regulatory requirements is covered by IATF requirement 4.4.1.1, conformance of products and processes, which, considering Sanction Interpretation 23, states that the organisation shall ensure conformance to all products and processes, including service parts and those that are outsourced, to applicable customer, statutory and regulatory requirements, including conformance to material requirements. The output of this step in the manufacturing process, although the performance data has been collected on each filter, no decision has yet been made on the acceptability of the filters. This is done at the next stage of the process, which we will see in the next video. So let's summarise. During any audit of manufacturing, there is the opportunity, as well as sampling calibration records, to look for evidence of measurement system analysis. Studies should be available for each type of measurement system specified on the control plan. During any audit, as well as confirming an organisation meets customer requirements, auditors should always ensure that any relevant legal and regulatory requirements have been met.